Hola, mi bella gente. I hope that you're having a wonderful day, and thank you for coming through and sharing a moment with me. Please like, share, and subscribe. I would truly appreciate that. And I'm going to talk about Jasmine a little bit today. I'm not going to stay too long on it because I just can't. Jasmine, tengo que coger un suspiro. I have to take a deep breath with you, dear. Every time, the few times I watch you, mostly more than 90% of the time, I make it a point to watch you only through the other content creators. And I still don't even watch all the way through because, to be honest, my spirit, my heart just can't handle it. The disdain that I saw on your face, that I felt through the screen of my phone. Yes, disdain. It was written all over your face. I could feel the energy crackling off the surface of your skin. The irritation that you had. God forbid that you had to go and prepare a meal for your children. The one gift that so many people wish that they could have, to get up in the morning and have the blessing to feed their child. You take that for granted. Let me tell you something. That food, God forgive me, and y'all know by now that I keep it real. I keep it straight. Yo no tengo pelo en la lengua, as we say in Spanish. And I'm going to translate this one. I don't have any hairs on my tongue. So therefore, I don't have a problem in saying what I need to say. And I don't give a shit who likes it and who doesn't like it. Because see, with me, with Kitten, when it look like shit, when it smells like shit, that means that it's shit. And it doesn't matter how much rose water you douse on it. At the end of the day, it's still going to taste like shit. That food that you prepared, there was no love in that. No love. You fed them as if those children were in a zoo and you needed to feed them so that they wouldn't starve. That's really fucked up. That's the reason why I don't give you the time and the energy, because I refuse to allow you to mess with my spirit. Because my heart hurts for those children. It really does. I am a woman that I take pride in cooking for my family, because that means that you're able to provide. It doesn't matter if it's a plate of food, a plate of rice and a fried egg, or boiled potatoes and boiled eggs. But the fact that it was made with love, it tastes good. And that meal, to me, if you would have served that to me, I would have never tasted it would have tasted like shit. Me hubiera sabido ese plato de comida como puro mierda, nena. Let me say this. My ex, many, many years ago, I was upset with him. And I went downstairs and I cooked my regular dinner as I always did, because that's what I do. That's who I am. And although I was upset with him, I went downstairs and I cooked dinner. And I thought I cooked a good dinner. I made a bowl of roast. I made baked macaroni and cheese. I made some collard greens. I made some cornbread. And you know what? I made that meal. And you know what he did? He came to me. He said, "Kitten." And I said, "Yes. Do me a favor. When you're angry, don't cook another meal for me again." I said, "Why do you say that?" He said, "Because it came across in your food. I could taste that the love was not there, and I can taste that you were upset still with me." And believe it or not, I felt a little hurt. Even though I was upset with him, my intent was not to transfer that anger into the food, because for me, food, y'all can say that Kitten is real deep, but I am deep. For me, food, when you feed someone, you're feeding their soul, their spirit. You're giving them a memory of a moment in time when they see their mom in the kitchen making that meal and putting that meal on the plate and serving it to them at the table. Excuse my stumbling, please, because she's making me stutter and I'm very upset. It really saddens me to see the anger that you had in your face, your demeanor, your body language, everything spoke like, I gotta come in here and I gotta fucking feed these kids. Shit. That's just what I read. And I don't care who disagrees with me, because I'm not here to have people to agree with me, disagree with me. I'm not here to win the popularity contest. I'm not doing that at all whatsoever. I merely am making an observation as a mother, as a human being. Even if I wasn't a mother, just as a human being, I can see that you didn't make that food with any love at all whatsoever. And that's sad for those children to have to consume that meal that is intended to not just feed their body, but to feed their spirit, to know that it was made with love and you didn't make it with love. How dare you? How dare you? You are a poor piss mother. I would eat you up and spit you out for dog food. Do you understand me? That's the reason why I don't mess with you. Because I really don't want to go back to the days where I would decapitate someone with my mere words alone. And I would put your head where your feet are, as we say in Spanish. With words, not physically, Jasmine, because I would physically never lay a hand upon you. Let's get that straight. But I can verbally vocalize what the fuck I want to say when I see you treating those babies the ways that you're treating them. You evil, nasty, vile individual. You should have been swallowed. You should have been swallowed. You really just made me go somewhere mentally that I didn't want to go. You brought out the fucking hood chick out in me. You brought her out. Yes, you did. And I've been keeping that hood chick locked up in a cage for the longest time. But girl, I swear to God, I would, if I knew you in person in real life, I would drag you through the Philly streets, through the worst Philly streets that I can find down in the bottom of West Philly, Kensington, North Philly, and anywhere else that I may miss, that I know that I don't know about, because I don't fraternize those places. But damn it, if I wouldn't find them for you, I will put you in a corner. Yes, I would. I will put you in a corner for what you did to those kids. You're nasty. Another thing, when you're cooking, I know you're not going to take the advice, because you're going to do what you want to do because you're that girl. That's what you're going to do. It would cut up all your fruits and your vegetables first. Cut up the fruit, cook your bacon. The pancakes and the eggs, that should be cooked last, because that's going to cook the quickest. The pancakes, you cook them and you put them in the oven while the oven is warm. That way they stay warm. The eggs, they literally take only minutes to scramble up, because that's what you did. You scrambled them up. But by the time you cut all that fruit and you did all the shenanigans that you did in that kitchen, that meal, the pancakes, when you put the butter on those pancakes, that was already cold pancakes. So that butter, that margarine is going to congeal on there. It's not even going to melt. The eggs are cold. Then you have Legendary, that poor baby screeching like a banshee in the background, and you laying on the couch like a freaking sloth. Vagamunda, porque eso es lo que tú eres, una pura vagamunda. Sucia, asquerosa, lo que tú eres, mala madre. Do you ever sit at the kitchen table, at your dining room table, and share that moment and watch your children eat? I know that for me, I always sat with my child, and even if I didn't eat, I would sit with my child and watch him eat, because you know why? It filled my heart with joy, knowing that I was able to provide him with a meal. When I nannied, I sat with my children, because they were my children, because they were under my care, and I loved them, and still to this day love them as my own. And I sat down with them, and even if I did not eat, I sat down with them and I watched them eat, and I conversed with them, and enjoyed watching and saying, Titi, because that's what they will call me, not Miss So-and-so. They will call me Titi. And they would say, this is so good. And I would say, go ahead, baby, eat. Because to me, it brought joy to my heart to see them eating. Because I know what it's like not to have a plate of food as a child. Because I was very poor coming up. And there were times that my mom, unfortunately, she didn't have it to feed us. Not because she didn't want to, but genuinely she didn't have it. She genuinely just didn't have it. And I saw her cry. I saw the tears. And for you to have the means to be able to afford to feed your kids, even if it's the graces of us feeding you, because you think you're feeding us, but you're not feeding us, because you're not. You go in there with a nasty attitude to feed your kids. And I bet Bentley didn't get anything. Hopefully, there were scraps left over for that poor dog to eat, whatever scraps that Legendary and the other kids left behind. You really are something different. I don't even see that in my hood. And I'm from the hood and I don't even see that. And if I saw that, we would eat that bitch up for dog food. Yeah, because in the hood, bitches like you, they get ate up. Where I come from in my hood, bitches like you get dragged up and down the streets. You and Olivia, you wouldn't survive it. We would eat you up and spit you out for dog food. Because even in my hood, our babies are out there nice and clean and shiny, Vaseline down, well fed. I don't care if it's a bologna and cheese sandwich, but we're going to make sure them babies eat. And it's not going to be cold either. Because let me tell you something. I will take a bologna sandwich and I will make that bologna sandwich gourmet. Play with me if you want to. Because I can show you better than I can tell you. Trifling. Asquerosa lo que tú eres. My people, please forgive me. Truly forgive me. I know that this is out of my character. And I'm sorry that you have to see a snippet of the ugliness that I allowed this individual to bring out of me. But my heart really just broke for those kids to see that. It just breaks my heart that you have such nastiness to your children. These children grew in your womb. They're part of your flesh and your blood and your bones. And you have no love. There's no love. But you have all the love for a man. For a man that will mollywop you verbally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, all up and down, sideways, left and right. That's what you got love for. And that's why you're going to pay the ultimate price, Jasmine. Tú vas a pagar ese precio, nena, como tú no sabes. You're going to pay the price of all prices. You wait and see. I pray, and I say it every time. I pray that all those Davis children, Legendary included, because he's not excluded. I pray they all become beautiful, successful adults in society, and that they leave your ass in the gutter. I know that sounds mean, but I don't give a shit. I hope they walk away from you and they never look back at you. Personally, I wouldn't spit on you if you was on fire. My ladies, I'm going to stop here before I go any further. Again, forgive me. I'm very upset and I'm very disgusted. Please like, share, and subscribe. And pray for the Davis children. Legendary is included in that as well. Let's pray for them, because this bitch is done. Completely done. Another thing that I forgot, Jasmine, you said in your video that it was somewhere around 9:30ish in the morning, something like that. And Legendary was, like I said earlier, in the background screaming like a banshee, going off. You said that you're going to have to put him down for a nap, that he was up early. What do you talk about being early? What is early to you? Was he up at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning? I don't think so. My instincts tell me that if it was 9:30 in the morning, those children probably were just waking up, waiting for your trifling ass to roll out of the fucking bed to make them something to eat. And that poor baby, you're about to melatonin him down, or if not, throw him in the room and let him screech at the top of his lungs, and you're going to ignore him because he hasn't been awake all those hours. I bet he's only been officially awake for only a good 2-3 solid hours, and you already sick of him. You see what I'm saying, Jasmina? Y tú te quejas de que la gente habla de ti, and you complain about people talking about you. I tell you, girl, I'm telling you, your day is coming. You don't even know it, but it's coming for you. It's coming. Again, I'll talk to you guys later on. You guys, please have a wonderful day. Please give your kids a big hug and a kiss and cherish every moment that you have with them, because we never know what's going to happen from one moment to the next. So please love on your babies. Love on your babies and hug them a little tighter tonight, okay? I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. Hasta la próxima. Ciao.